Merry Podmas, everybody.
Merry Podmas.
Welcome to week 2 of the 4 weeks of Podmas. Happy holidays. Merry Podmas. Scott, how you doing?
I'm excited. I love what we're doing. I feel like every year I want more Christmas. And
This is really
Josh,
scratching that itch.
planning these 4 Podmas episodes is doing something for me. So I'm very, very grateful.
Yeah, I love it. Getting in the holiday spirit.
I know.
Okay. So last episode.
You look good, just by the way. Can I just say that? He looks sharp.
Thank you. My mother bought our whole family these Grinch pajamas.
Okay.
I'm not always a pajama set kind of guy, but I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I'm gonna be a little vulnerable. These are really soft.
You look good.
Thank you.
Oh, you got the cup of coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you? You're nice. Good.
Yeah, this week I'm nice. Last week it was not.
I know. Did you notice that? A little Easter egg from our host.
Yeah.
Nice.
You gotta pay attention to the details.
Well, I tell you what, the pajamas do 2 things. They do simultaneously. They age you about 25 years. Also, they take you back about 20 years. I can't quite tell, but and here's what thing is
multi-generational.
they're a lie. I know of you to be a Christmas guy.
Yeah, it says Grinch mode on.
Yeah.
I would. You know what?
Just
It's
flip
okay.
that switch, Josh.
It's
Just
okay.
flip that
I'm
switch.
gonna try to flip the holiday switch.
All right.
Last episode we started with a Christmas game, and we're gonna do that again today.
Oh no,
So
pressure.
yeah, we're gonna play some Christmas trivia,
Oh no.
and
okay.
our producer Corbin is actually gonna read us some questions, and we're gonna try to see who can answer first.
All right.
Little friendly Christmas competition.
All right. Now these two work. They're desperate by each other. I believe I'm set up, but I'm a gamer. I'm coming in big.
I don't know. I've not heard any of these questions, so I don't know.
Okay.
You've got the Santa hat on this week.
I know.
So
What? I'm looking at.
You might have, the magic.
I feel it.
We'll see.
Okay.
All right, for
Corbin.
the speed round, first question. In the movie It's a Wonderful Life,
Oh, boy.
what happened every time a bell rang?
An angel gets its wings?
That is correct.
Oh man.
You may have been set up, Scott.
Yes.
Angel gets it.
No,
nice.
that was just one of those I knew the phrase. I don't even know if I've ever seen It's a Wonderful
Don't
Life.
angel. There's a lot of traditions. Angel gets its wing thing. Come on. Okay.
It's like the kid that every
I have
time
a
bell
theological issue with that. So it's,
Refuse to
can I
answer.
pull that card?
rings. Sorry.
Okay, here we go.
Pastor Harris.
Question number 2. Which Hollywood actor played 6 different roles in The Polar Express?
Oh, it's got to be Tom Hanks.
That is correct.
Yes.
Come on, Scott.
Oh, man.
Come on, Scott Claus.
Yeah, I know,
Here we
so-
are.
Okay. Okay. I've seen that advertised and never seen that movie. Is it good?
The eyes are really creepy, the way they animated them.
Oh.
Just going to prepare you for that right now.
There's eyes. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Should I watch it? Okay. Anyway.
I don't know.
All right.
All right, Scott, I'm going to put the ball in your court for this one. We're going to go geographical.
Oh.
Which country did eggnog come from?
Oh.
Germany.
I thought that was correct.
It sounds like it.
This site doesn't say that, but I thought it was Germany. So,
Do I get a guess?
sure.
Denmark.
That's not what this says.
Dang it.
It says England.
Oh.
I thought it was Germany. But
Okay.
maybe.
I could see that.
Hard to
Yeah.
know.
I could see.
Well, let's
I could
go to
see
the
England.
panel, which is me. We go to Germany.
1 point to Scott. Okay.
I need all
Hey,
the help I can get.
It's Christmas time.
I know. Yeah. Be gracious.
All right. You said multicultural a little bit ago. Which Christmas song was recorded by Jose Feliciano in 1970?
Do you know this?
Multicultural.
Multicultural.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh, that's gonna be Spanish. Mexican.
Josh just said it.
You did? What did you say?
He was correct.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh, the song. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Look it. Give me an hour. I would have got there. I thought that was a hint. See, I can tell right now I'm getting the old man treatment. They're helping me out.
I don't. No, I was just singing the song.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. We're going to go to some Christmas movie trivia. I will give you a quote, and
Oh,
you have to
man.
say what movie it's from.
I'm gonna be awful at this.
Here we
Okay,
go.
I hope so.
I believe, it's silly, but I believe.
Oh, what's that? Little girl.
I don't
Is
know.
it White Christmas?
No.
What is that one? Is it the little girl?
It is.
Yeah, I got her.
The little girl There's a movie. What's the movie cover with the little girl and Santa Claus on the front?
That is correct. I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It starts with a miracle.
Miracle on
on
34th Street.
Yeah, 34th Street. Okay,
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
Hey, I knew the little girl.
Yeah, you did.
It's like hockey. That's a half point.
That one was a team.
Teaming.
We'll share a half point.
Okay, they need to be change the rules for me.
All right, another quote here. You can mess with a lot of things, but you can't mess with kids on Christmas.
I just watched this movie.
Is that Mr. T? I don't.
It is Home Alone 2.
That is correct. Very specific.
But I
and
literally
very
just
correct.
watched that movie.
Okay. I've been away from the kid category, and the Home Alones were after my kids. Okay, and I had two girls. So
See, I have a handicap because I've been watching Christmas movies with my kids already.
Hey, that's good. Own it.
All right, Scott.
Yeah.
This one is not after your kid's time, so we'll
great.
see.
It was before I turned senile.
The quote is, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid."
Oh, A Christmas Story.
There
You got
he
it.
is.
Come on, Ralphie
There he
boys.
is.
That's classic right there.
And then we'll finish with one of my favorite Christmas movies. You have such a pretty face. You should be on a Christmas card.
Elf.
Elf.
He's got the sweater.
Come
He gets a
on.
half point.
Half
Half point
Half
for the
point just because
sweater.
I'm representing one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for playing.
Yes.
I
knew,
didn't really know what was going to happen there. So
I knew I was bad. Sometimes it takes me about 3 to 4 minutes into a movie to figure out I've watched it before.
well, I get that.
I'm wired in that
I
category.
get that. See, I've been trying to figure out what Christmas games we can play because there's things we could do on video, but a lot of people only listen to the audio.
Yes.
So doing like a Christmas cookie decorating competition would be really not fun to listen to.
Yes.
Just like
I would like it though. I like Christmas cookies a lot.
Well,
Come on.
maybe we'll have to do like a tasting contest.
Yes.
I don't know, different
Oh.
kinds.
Yes. We should of our thousands and thousands and thousands of listeners, if you make sugar cookies and frosting, we would love to do a test.
Oh yeah,
Right
we can
on.
analyze those cookies.
We're good at that.
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
That's where my expertise is.
Try to break down the recipe.
Oh yeah,
We
I
got
could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Michelin. Find out Michelin something. Is it fit into the Michelin category?
star cookies.
There you go. I remember Michelin, and I see that all the time now. Just so you know,
Yeah, it's like buying a red car.
you have to watch past episodes to get that one.
So
Yes.
for our topic today, we're gonna dig into another Christmas topic. It's Podmas. That's what we do, and we're gonna talk about the whole mess of parenting on Christmas. You've got Santa Claus, you've got presents, you've got Jesus Christ, you've got reindeer.
Ooh.
What do we do with all of that?
Yep.
How do we navigate?
Yes. Yeah. It's it could be a challenge, and we had to do it. You know, Sandy and I became followers of Jesus after we had kids, so
Yeah.
we inserted this Jesus focus into Christmas, in a sense, well after the fact that we established Christmas traditions and how we did it when we were kids.
Yeah.
So, so I would, there's seasons of life for yourself. There's seasons of life for your kids. And I think it starts of understanding what those things are. You know, there's so much to be said, but I know for us, when we were early in our faith, a hyper focus on Jesus, I'll call it that, and intentionally say, okay, we have to get everything out of except Jesus,
Yeah.
because he was left out of all of our traditions before that to a certain level. I mean,
Right.
the nativity popped up, but no conversations about him. He was just kind of this in the backdrop, if you would. And so we brought him to the forefront, and in our early days of our faith, because of some lack of understanding, some young faith that was weak.
Sure.
We had a hyper focus on Jesus, so we really focused tightly to that, removing other things. But over time, as seasons changed, and those seasons were our kids growing in understanding and ability to process things, our faith maturing, and just having some more confidence and understanding how to handle things, and even understanding some of the traditions that we used to do just out of that's what we did, of where do they fit into the whole story, and can they merge, can they play alongside of a Christ-centered Christmas? So anyway,
Gotcha.
Seasons.
Yeah. So you're saying if you do Santa Claus, then you're not really a Christian.
Well, that was our faith journey. We felt that.
Yeah.
And I would say this: we were afraid.
Yeah.
And again, it was an immature fear, but it was a fear.
I mean, that was a joke, but
I know,
but that is the tension, right?
What's true, and we get it. I get it every Christmas season around. Do we do Santa Claus? Do we not? Do we give presents? I mean, and you see the full spectrum. And the hard thing about it is we don't do our opinions alone. So what happens is whatever someone's quote unquote conviction is, it comes like a speeding train at the people that they talk to. So now you get conflict in Christ followers around what do we do with Christmas.
Yeah.
I think it's harder for you as parents, right? Yeah.
It is hard as parents.
Oh
to
boy,
try to know what to do, because there's, I mean, even as something as simple as like watching a Christmas movie. We were just talking about that, right? Like, how do you? So the movie's portraying this whole magical reality.
Yep.
How do you navigate that, and then give your kid a present on Christmas, and then say, well, but it's not about that, it's about this.
Yeah. And I love the tension you mentioned, because here's the deal. Always keep the main thing. And as you navigate that, whatever you bring into it with intentionality.
Mm-hmm.
Like for us, as we, grew in our Christian faith, our early fear is our kids are going to confuse Santa Claus with God.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
And so terrified, because we are asking them to have faith in a Jesus they can't see.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, and all simultaneously, start doing all these things so that this unseen thing will come down the chimney and leave presents for you.
Yeah.
And so we didn't know how to navigate that.
Yeah.
And so as we grew up in our faith, we were able to begin to talk to our kids about where our faith, our true core convictions, salvation, all these things.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, as they get older, incarnation and all the things that
Sure.
Christmas represent, we could talk about. And that had its own lane.
Mm-hmm.
And then other things are brought into, like Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
For example, is that he had a lane, and there's there's history. He's Saint Nick is a real dude.
Yeah.
Right? Now the guy coming down chimneys and all that stuff, not. We enjoyed, and I'll put small m in quotes, however you want to do it, the magic of Christmas. The magic was just the fun wonder.
Yeah.
And we all knew that we were just having fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
They knew. And then so what we did is we had fun with it,
Mm-hmm.
right, in those things. And so we enjoyed those things. Sandy's parents would always, in their Christmas gift from Santa to the girls and that. And so...
Well, and that's part of the tension too. Is nothing's in a vacuum,
right?
So and this whole topic is admittedly a little bit directed towards parents, but the reality is it's whole families, regardless of age. Because as a parent, you have the generation that's already ahead of you, your grandparents that have opinions about this stuff too, and want to coach and wisdom and guide what the shaping of these grandkids' minds is looking like. So nothing happens outside of relationship, especially during a holiday season, right? So for us, similarly, we, and the point of us chatting about this isn't to like make a determination that there's a like this is what everyone should do. That's not
Yeah.
what we're saying. But how we've tried to learn to live this out as followers of Jesus during, I think, the best time of the year. How do you navigate it all? We did a similar thing where, and I don't know that this is right. It's just what we did.
Yeah.
But kind of out of the gate, as the kids could process, because when they're 2 and 3, you just give them a present, right? They don't know what's going on. But we didn't ever pretend Santa was real.
Yeah.
We have always, but we weren't anti. So like we've always watched Santa stories and Christmas movies and things like that, and you read The Night Before Christmas and all the different things. But they're awesome stories. Like the kids get that. They watch other, like Bluey isn't real. Like they get that. They get the concept of something that's awesome and not real, something you can enjoy. And that's been a part of Christmas. But then for us, we've just explained from the beginning, well, like, then why do we get presents? Who do they come from? Well, they come from mom and dad and people who love you because we love you and want to give you good gifts.
Right.
That's what the Father does for us.
Yeah, great.
He loves us and gives us good gifts. So that's kind of how we've kind of diffused that. And I mean, as I mentioned earlier, we've been on like a Christmas movie kick, just starting the season. And so we've watched like 6 Christmas movies, and they're all about Santa. That is what it is. But they know what we're doing with that, basically.
I love that. Yeah, and I think that's, my advice as families approach me is intentionality in what season are you in.
Yeah.
Like I confessed, I was in a season that we needed to do that because it was all about the other stuff. And so, I told the last podcast, assuming some of you listened to it, told you about my Christmases. My Christmases radically changed when Sandy and I began to date.
Yeah.
So at 14 years old, I start dating Sandy. Her mom knows I'm the poor kid. And Sandy's mom loves Christmas. That's really where I get my love for Christmas, from Sandy's mom. And so
That's awesome.
she loved Christmas. And, we connected very quick. She's I just love that lady. And so she made Christmas about taking care of the poor kid, me. That's Sandy. Sandy's a little mad, so I don't know if she's watching this podcast, but this will make her mad. She knows it's true.
While we're here, can we just give some love to Sandy? She did the decorating.
Yeah, this is all her.
Our whole Christmas scene here. Sandra Claus, as I call her.
Sandra, I love it.
She's great.
Oh, she's amazing.
Thank you, Sandy.
And so I didn't mean to come in because Sandy loves gifts. Everybody loves them. And I'll tell on her. I'm going to tell on her right now.
Yeah, do it.
So when we're dating, she's 14 years old. She's sneaking around trying to find her presents before where her parents have them hid. So that's how much she loves gifts. Anyhow, her mom, I'm not joking. We walk into the house days before Christmas, and about a quarter way up the tree, spread wide, are massive amounts of presents. Most of them were for me.
Wow.
Right? Because she wanted to, right all the wrongs.
Yeah.
She loved it, and her mom loved Jesus, but it wasn't a focus. So we become Christians, and we just had a season. We need to
reset,
move away from that so that we knew and our young children understood how deep our commitment and faith was to Jesus. Now, as we grew, let's use Santa Claus. Let me say this before that. So much of what Christmas looks like for us as Americans is taken from all around the world through time, and even some American traditions, right? Yeah. And so understand, when you do all the different things, it is this world celebration that we're doing.
Well, and the sort of I don't know if you call it the dark side of it, but the dangerous side of consumerism, right? Like that's where most of this stuff came from.
Well, yeah, a lot of it just got amped up, and it's and because I hear, Scott, excuse me, Santa Claus is the Antichrist. I've heard that before many times.
Oh,
okay?
Sure.
If you're going to ask me what is the Antichrist, I know it's a person, but go with me here. I think consumerism is the greater issue.
Yeah,
be
that's
honest
good.
with you. back to Santa Claus, I think. So grab him because he's such a centerpiece of this in a battle, right? Already mentioned is to make sure he's in the lane that Jesus and God are in. And you could do that with your family. Make sure they understand who Jesus is and God and how this plays out and the whys and the beautiful Christmas story. Now over here, Santa Claus has been, transformed a bit over time, but where he comes from is a saint, Saint Nick, right? And really was living out the Christian faith. And so what he was, most people don't know this, Saint Nick was actually a saint, true saint, and he was at the Council of Nicaea, right? This is kind of history. I'm sure kids aren't listening to this, but this is where they were fighting who is Jesus.
Yeah.
And the whole Trinity, the incarnation was
That's a
fought right there.
massive defining moment of the Christian
Huge.
faith.
And Saint Nick was a defender of the true doctrine of the Trinity of Jesus, right? Defender of it. And so some of our
That's cool.
Trinitarian doctrine and how secure we are in that, we can thank, I'm going to play with this, but it's true, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Is that weird? And then what Saint Nick, he was known for his protection of doctrine, of Christian doctrine, and his generosity. A famous story, I don't know if it's true or not, but there's enough stories like this that I think if it's not true, it speaks to his heart. There are 3, I believe they're orphan girls. And again, orphan girls in that time would generally be sold into slavery, and you can start adding what that would look like for girls, okay? And so what St. Nick would do, he would sneak in there and he would take a bag of gifts of gold and throw it through the window, right? So that these girls would have money so they wouldn't be sold into slavery. Now, tradition has it that one time those bags of gold landed in their stockings by the fire. The tradition of hanging our stockings.
Yeah.
So you imagine telling your kids about that.
Right.
About why do we give gifts? I love what you said, out of James, because all good gifts come from above. We do this. We've got the tradition of giving gifts out of generosity because that's who our Jesus is.
Yeah.
That's what he does for us. We have the tradition of seeing the wise men, right? Bringing gifts of high value to Jesus. So this whole exchange of gifts of Santa Claus, and over time, Santa Claus, because of how Saint Nick was translated in different languages, ends up being Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Right? And so it goes from Latin to Dutch, I think. And anyhow, so that's where he comes from. And this will make you mad, probably. How do you get it all red suited up? They generally believe that Coca-Cola did that.
Yeah.
Really, I've heard that. And I'd have to study that deeper. But who he is was a true person living out the Christian life in the truest sense, a protector, a fierce protector of doctrine, of good biblical doctrine, and living generously, things we should do. So you imagine teaching our kids that.
See, I like it. Now you flipped it on its head. Now, if you believe in Santa, that's the Christian thing to do.
Yeah, did it work? But it's true, right? Now, here's the thing. Let's go back to seasons.
Yeah.
Because I just told you, I had no idea when I was saved.
Yeah.
And most people probably don't know what I just said.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was involved with the Council of Nicaea. That's crazy cool.
Yeah, it seems so. That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
Right. So it feels like it's so ancient. So the factor of Santa Claus is it's like anything. We have to understand our own seasons and what seasons other people on. I tell you what, if you would have come in all hardcore Santa in my first year of faith, it wouldn't have been good.
Yeah.
You would have been doing me a disservice.
Yeah. Well, and what you're saying, I guess, just reiterating what you are saying is that whatever season you are in is the season the Lord has you in. And so you got to let the Holy Spirit lead you in that season.
It's growth, it's maturity, it's our kids. I mean, we've got to get them, if all of a sudden this quote unquote magical piece of Santa, if I got beef with Santa, you know what it is? Our gospel doesn't say naughty or nice. It says, come as you are. And there's grace, there's mercy, there's forgiveness. That's our redemption story. Not, you better be good if you're good, you'll get a gift.
Yeah.
Now we can go about our rewards in heaven. There's a place for that. Again, back to maturity,
Yeah.
right? But if all of a sudden at 5 years old, I'm telling my kids, because it's in that age group that they are forming a lot of their personality and their faith is starting to unfold.
Right.
And all of a sudden there's a guy in a red suit running around.
Now you're earning these presents.
You're
right?
earning them, right? Yeah. You better be good or else.
Yeah.
Well, that's not my gospel. Like I said in the early days, it would have been good to do that. And I think for us, you and I can have this conversation. Some of our listeners, and maybe people say, good, we can, Santa's not banned anymore because we're going to talk about Saint Nick. Wonderful. But there are people that will be jarring. They won't know.
Oh, yeah.
And December 25th, people say, oh, it's a pagan holiday you're celebrating. Don't celebrate. That's not true. It's actually, I'll say for theological reasons, they tried to get to December 25th. I don't think December 25th was the date. You want to hear this?
Sure.
Okay.
Take us there.
So what it is why December 25th? What ancient Jewish rabbis believed is that a saint died on the day he was conceived. Okay, you got that? And so they concluded that Jesus was conceived on March 25th. Okay, 9 months from then is December 25th. There you go. Another piece is December 21st is the winter solstice, is our shortest day. And then the light, it starts getting lighter longer. So in that time of celebration, Jesus is called the light of the world. The light is coming more and more and more. So another reason to say, okay, this is the time of winter solstice, and the light is getting brighter, like Jesus is getting brighter, the light of the world. And then, yes, it's the winter solstice. So a lot of your pagan holidays and celebrations, through Rome and different traditions, celebrated the winter solstice with pagan worship and these things. And you see some similar things because of seasons of some of the Christian celebration of Christmas. But I don't know if I see, this is pagan worship because I'm greening the place. No, that's what happens at winter solstice. Things are starting to wake up. And so anyhow, as you can tell, I love Christmas. Those traditions we get through history are amazing. And if we have the opportunity and our kids are ready, we can teach them. But if you're going to get something right, get the Jesus right. And you can come later in life to some of the Santa Claus stuff and that. I mean, I know some families who've done all the way with it and extremely simplicity to focus. I love what I hear you doing. I applaud you. Good job, Dad. And for me as a pastor, I want to support all seasons.
Yeah.
And so that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And again, like my example, your examples aren't the examples. They're just where we were at, probably some mistakes in there, maybe some good things. And so it's just an encouragement to have the conversation and lean into it. It doesn't have to be a scary thing or a really, really complicated and hard thing. And man, Christmas, we were so loved by a loving Father, and we get to love in the same way.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and that's simple advice. I'd probably repeat myself, but I just turn the dial up in Jesus for Christmas. Do that.
That's great.
And be careful of turning up the dial on those fringe things.
Sure.
No Santa Claus. I mean, the Antichrist and all the craziness you hear. Tone that down. I'd encourage you. And tone down that Santa Claus elevates to Jesus or possibly above him, right? If he gets too big of the focus and all that, dial that down. I mean, so Jesus could be glorified, and what that looks like for you, praise God. And I pray for me as a pastor that I would support that journey for you and be with you, whatever that season is, because I've had different seasons in my life of that, and I'm really glad for all of them, and I needed all of them for my spiritual maturing.
Yeah, it's great, man. Merry Podmas.
Merry Podmas.
Merry Podmas. We'll catch you next week for week 3 of Podmas.
I love it. God
Happy
bless
holidays.
you. Merry Christmas.
God bless.